Hi, everybody. Oh, don't need my ear buds. Hey, you guys. Alrighty. So, y'all, I'm gonna invite a couple of people on so everybody can learn a little bit more about the highlighter palette, the new Danessa Highlighter Palette. So, I was on here the other day to tell you guys about this new highlighter palette and all of the other Danessa things, and I totally forgot to tell you about the highlighter palette. I did the lip colors, the blushes, the bronzers, told you a little bit about the foundations, and I just signed right off and forgot completely to tell you about the highlighter palette. Because I was so excited about the darn lip colors, which I'm going to show you real quick before we get started with the highlighter palette, which is really excited. I'm going to show you guys all these colors and the uses for each of the colors so you can learn about it. But I'm going to put some lips on because I need some lips. And I'm going to go with Ruby Chocolate because I'm loving me some Ruby Chocolate. Let's see. I know there was one person who really wanted to see this, so I'm going to just tag her real quickly. If I can find out how to tag. Oh, here we go. There she is. Okay. All right. So let me show you how pretty this color is. This is Ruby Chocolate. I stuck it way too far down. Look how far I stuck it down. Hey, Kate. All right. So I love this color, but my daughter taught me something new. Oh my God, I love it. So the new Ruby Chocolate, gorgeous, gorgeous. And what I love about the new formulation is how thin it is and how it's weird because it's thin, it's thinner yet it's creamier, and it's really delicious, but it's less transfer, but it stays on for so long. But look at this. It's like the perfect nude for me. And I love nude. I love the nude shades. And this has got a little mauve to it, the Ruby Chocolate. I'm going to plug my phone in so I don't lose you. Oh, hang on. I got it. Where's the little... Oh, darn it. I can't find the plug-in. Sorry, y'all. Ah, hang on, I'm taking you out of the thing. All right, now we're plugged in. We're plugged in and we're ready to go. Hey Sherry, I might have gone through clicking on names to invite people and accidentally invited some people that may not have wanted to be on here. So Ruby Chocolate, but look how pretty this is. This is Grace lip gloss. Oh my Lord. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so that's Ruby Chocolate and Grace. So, totally like my new favorite. I swear to you, I will never wear another lipstick. Okay, maybe I will wear another lipstick, but this is my favorite. This is it. I love it. Try it out. All right, so let's talk about the new Danessa Creme Highlighter Palette. So I know a lot of you are wanting to know about this. So I'm going to go through all these colors, describe them to you, and explain how each one of them can be used. Wish would look good over this. You're right. Okay, I'll try that next. I will try that. I love Wish. It's a beautiful color. I think Wish is great on top of anything, but I'm going to try that next. But I'm loving this because it gives I like the moisturized feeling. And so the gloss over it helps. So, this is a pamphlet that I have ordered, and it's got all the Danessa everything in it, including the eyeshadows, which we don't have yet. That will be another video, but I want to go over all of these colors with you and show you what they look like on my skin tone, but talk a little bit about the undertones of each one and how you can use them, but also how anyone can use them. And because this is not my palette and it's for my customers, I'm gonna be using my little tool, my little painter's tool to scrape them out. But these are really, really beautiful colors. So well, let's just go through each one of them. So this one, can y'all see that? I turned my light. Okay, so this one is a really, it's really like white. It's a pearly white color, but it's not an iridescent. It's just pearly and it's white. And that's a really nice highlighter. I'm just gonna go through the colors real quick. This one is just a beautiful golden. So this is the way I'm labeling them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 2 has a golden undertone that's really beautiful. This is one I'm gonna use on myself. Well, I'll probably use them all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Y'all can ask me how you want me to do them. But that has a golden hue. And when you take your knife and or your finger or whatever and you scrape it, you can see the golden undertone in there. All right, so then number 3, this is almost like a coppery color. And I find that it has a yellow tint to it. So this one and this one are very similar in color, but what I see is I see a little yellow undertone to 3, 4, 5, but 6 I'm seeing more gold hints of color, okay? Number 4, if you do this, you can see there's an oh look, you see it? It's an iridescent color, right? It's an iridescent purpley. This is number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. It is sort of a purpley, goldish shade. Do you see that? It's hard to see on camera. I don't know how it's reading, but it's got a purpley kind of hue to it, okay? And this one is, talk about like a holographic sort of look. That's that one right there, okay? It's got purple and blue undertones as well. And it's very, very pretty, okay? So that's 5, so 6. So 6 is like I was telling you about this, where this has more of a yellow undertone. This has sort of golden, like gold, hints of gold. You see that? All right, so number 7, this is, I'm not gonna say rose gold, but this is more like a medium pink bronzy color. Very, very, very pretty. Hey y'all, sorry I'm off in the side so I can look at the colors because I have to pull, I can't see the old eyes. Hey Kim! And then you've got this last one, I call it number 8, and it's a really deep bronze color, okay? Really, really pretty. So these are cream highlighters. They are sheer. They are not meant to be opaque, which covers. They're meant to be sheer. And when you're using highlighters, you're using them in a way that you're trying to bring the eye to these areas because they're highlighters, so when light hits them, it's going to bounce off and reflect, and it's going to, wherever you place them on your face, attention's going to be drawn to it. And so that's why you see a lot of people do highlighting down the center of the face to draw the attention to the center of the face, because look, in the center of the face, you've got everything, your eyes, your nose, your lips. But they can be used for just points of interest, right? So these are the 8 new shades, and they're very pretty. I'm going to show you how you can use each of these. So, I mean, you can use, you know, a lot of times we do highlighting here because we want to draw the interest there. Sometimes we use it on the top of the lip. Sometimes we use it on the tip of the nose. Y'all have seen people do that. Just under the brows, where you can use that, a little highlighting there so it kind of raises the eye. Just different areas, right? Even blush number 6, which I've used all this time until we got this highlighter palette, blush number 6 I would use here on my collarbone, especially if I had a low shirt, because then when the sun hits it, it's just really, really pretty. I feel like my head is in the comments. Okay, I know you can't, Maxine. Ha! All right, so let's start with this one. This is number 2. This is a real pretty, I want to use this one first because this is the one most people use when we're highlighting on the top of the cheeks, and I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and you don't need a lot, like a little tiny itty bitty bit, and we're going to see what this looks like. So because this has that golden undertone, and it would depend on your skin tone as to which one you used. If you had deeper skin tones, you would choose a different color, and you would just kind of play around with that, depending if you had cooler or warmer tones to your skin. But this one, we're gonna just dab here. Okay, you know, one of my most favorite things about being involved with this company, and I say this a lot, hang on, I need to look, is that because the culture is one of a professional background, we have a ton of professional makeup artists in this company and within our teams. And is this it? Yeah. And we get to learn so much from them. So I have always taught that when you're trying to find the placement for your highlighter, your blush, and your bronzer, I've always taught the 3-finger rule, okay? Because this is where your highlighter goes, this is where your blush goes, and this is where your contour goes. But recently I learned an additional finger to that thing, actually the 4-finger rule. If you hold it closer to your eye, same concept, but this is where your concealer is gonna go. And then your highlighter, your blush is, does that make sense? And so I learned that just recently. Hey, Jill! All right, so let's continue on. All right, so I'm gonna highlight my cheekbone by dabbing this real pretty golden highlight right here. And I'm just doing it with my fingers. You can apply everything in this palette with your fingers. Or you can use a brush. And I'm gonna show you this brush. This is our highlight and contour brush. And you could just take the brush and you could apply it that way and diffuse it out like this. Okay, so can we see that real pretty highlight right there? Look at that, do we see this? How pretty is that? So this is one thing that you can do, okay? Look, I think I put a little blush number 6 this morning. I wasn't thinking about it, but can you see the difference? Look how pretty that is. I love it, and then just diffuse it out with your brush. I can't stick my brush in it. I wouldn't recommend sticking this brush in it anyway. I mean, if you're using your own, if this is your palette and you're using it, you could take your finger and you could rub it in there, and that's totally acceptable. It's your palette. Do what you want, but I use this on clients, so I'm being sanitary. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that, and the way I'm holding it is that's number 2, okay? You could take a color like, let's just take this color. Wait, let me, okay, I don't want to waste that. Darn it, I scraped it out, so I'm gonna put it back in because I scraped it. I didn't touch anything. Okay, you could also, on your eyes, you could use this, and you could use it for just sort of like you're wanting to add a little color, but you're not looking to do like major that was number 2. Okay, I'm calling it, this is not the way they've listed it. They don't even have it listed anyway. I'm holding it, you open it like this, and I'm naming it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's just what I'm doing because that's what I have to do to keep up with it. But I used number 2, which is sort of a golden undertone, and it's really, really, really pretty. Okay. All right. This is gorgeous. I'm gonna try this, okay? This is that pretty, oh, it's kind of like pinky bronze. Look at it, it's real pretty. Can y'all see that? Okay, see how pretty it is? Let's use that. Let's scrape a little out. I need my towel. I'm cleaning my knife off on this, okay? We'll just get a little bitty bit, okay? Just a little bitty bit. And let's just put a little bit on our eyelid. Because yes, these are highlights, but that doesn't mean they can't go in your eyes, right? And all I'm doing is it's almost like, not a stain, sort of like a stain, but can you see that? Very, very lightly. Let me do the other eye. I'm scraping a little bit more out. And I'm just applying it with my finger. Okay, I'm just tapping it on there. And it's just beautiful. It really is a pretty color. This is that pinky color. So if you wanted to do a light makeup application, you don't need, hey mother, I see my mama on there. Yes, you can use it on your lips for highlighting. Yeah, I'll show you that too. But this is just gonna go right on my lid. And it's just giving it a little bit of a light sheer color. See how pretty that is? Look how pretty that is. See? Now, the thing about this palette is that this palette can be used on the fairest to the deepest, richest skin tones. Any woman of any range of color can use this, all of these colors. So don't look at this and go, oh my God, I could never use that. Or, yes, you can. You absolutely can. You can use them on your eyes. There's also, there's all kinds of things you can do with these colors. Right now, this palette is only available as a palette of all 8 shades, and it's $88. That's it. $88, right? Yes, it's $88 US, $110 Canadian, which is not bad at all because they break down to be like $11 each. Look at that. I did my math right. All right. All right. So I just put that on my eyelid, and that gave it a really pretty pinkish, brownish kind of undertone. All right, so let's go. You know how when you're doing eyeshadow and sometimes you do a light color here, but then you want a darker color to give yourself some depth here? Let's do that with this one. So number 8. This is a pretty color too. So I'm going to scrape a little out. That's what it looks like. Just scraped a little bit out, and this is on my knife, but I'm gonna put it on a brush just for the heck of it, because I'm putting it in that area. So I'm gonna just take my brush and take this color like this. Oh Lord, that's pretty. Look at that. So see, again, I might have put a lot on there, which is okay. Right? But what I'm doing is I'm just giving myself a touch, just a sheer hint of color right there. And then I'm probably just going to go in with this brush and just kind of blend it in a little bit. Got a little bit on my lashes. See that? And then because it's nice and creamy, it's gonna spread easily. So take it and spread it into the inner part of your eye so that you can bring the color in there. You guys, these highlighters, they're cream highlighters, they are creamy. They feel amazing. They are so buttery, and you barely have to move your brush around to spread it around. Barely. Okay, let's do this side. I'm just placing with this brush, this eyeshadow brush, it's the angled, and then I'm going to take the pointed blender and I'm just going to spread it in. I don't even know how to describe how creamy they are. They're, what consistency would I even say? Very easy to work with, really, really easy to work with. It feels so, so delish. But see that? See, you can use these on your eyes. Let's see something else we can do with these. Okay. Let me wipe off my brush. Okay. Okay, so I've tried this color and these 2 colors. This one is the pearly white color. So this is something that a lot of people like to do and use it in the inner corner of your eyes, right? So let me scrape a little bit of that off. So eyeshadow number 1, Sweet Dreams, that's one that we use a lot for this area right here, because remember we're trying to draw the eye in to these areas. That's what highlighting is all about, to highlight the areas. Ooh, look, I got a lot right there. Oh, look at that. I didn't mean to do that. Don't highlight like that. That's not what you want to do. It's okay. You know what I'll do? I'll take that and I'll put it under here. Look, this is my palette. I'm just gonna work from my palette right there. But you can see how this will draw the eye up. So this is I call it number 1. That wasn't very smart, Lori. I like to put the highlighter Alexa just lit up, and I have no idea why, so that's why I looked. I like to put it here because it
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I didn't ask you anything. Okay. Because then it draws the eye upward and it gives a lift. Look at that. That is ridiculous. So just be careful not to use too much. Okay, well, you know what you could do? You could take that and you could put a little bit right in the very center. Oh my God. Right in the center there to give a nice highlight there. Okay, so beware and don't use too much. I use too much, but in my defense, it's a little bit hard to do this in the camera. Okay, so there we go. So have the highlight there and there and there, and I just put it on this one, that golden look. Okay, so now I've used 1, 2, 3, 4 different colors. Okay, so which one did I did? I did that on the top of the cheek, didn't I? Okay, so you could use any of these on the eyelid as well, just on the lid part. What else? Okay, this one right here, this one has the golden look. So this is one, like I was telling you, that you could use like on your collarbone. Sorry, I have my it's just my sports bra, y'all. And if you wanted to draw attention to this area, you would pick the shade that best goes with your skin tone, but it's just a little bit of a highlight, and this has a golden undertone to it. Can you see that? That's really pretty. I don't know if that shows, but when the light hits it, that's when it's going to highlight it, and you're really going to be able to see the difference. And that one I used, that was the golden one. Okay, this one is a little different. It's different than the others because it has more texture to it. So this one is that iridescent look. You can see it's like a holograph. It's iridescent pinks and blues, you can see. So that's really interesting. So if you really want to like go all out and be all, you know, glowy, you could totally do this. This has got a little bit of texture to it. I did the golden one here, so let me do this one here and see how this looks. So this would be more for me and my personality. This would be more for like a party, like going out partying. This would also be gorgeous on your eyelid. See that? And then if you wanted, you could take your brush, your highlight brush, and you could just kind of diffuse it out. Diffuse it out. Can you see? Look, see, you can really see that glow there as compared to that glow there. This is a warmer golden glow, and this is a cooler highlight glow. But that would be really, really, really pretty too, so let's do it right in the center of the eye. I mean, it's beautiful. I know a lot of young girls who are going to want to use that. Aren't they pretty? Highlighter palette! Okay. Let's see. I made some notes so I could tell you guys. Oh, I know. Who said it? Kim, did you say it? Jill, you said it. You were talking about the lips. So something that I've always taught women, because when I'm doing my one-on-ones, I do like to give little tips and tricks that you can use on yourself, so that they can leave with it and they can leave with little tricks. So I always teach about under the lip, the lower lip, doing a little bit of bronzer, and because of what that does, which I'm going to use Danessa's new #2 matte bronzer. And I'm just going to take this little brush and go right here like this. Hang on, I can't talk. I got to do this. Like that. And you know what that's doing? It's leaving the subtlest hint of a shadow, which means it gives the illusion, because makeup is about illusion, right? It gives the illusion that your bottom lip is so big that it's leaving a shadow, right? Hey, Sam! Sandy? Oh, you're gonna have to replay this because this one's a visual video. So a little bitty bit like this. And then it gives the illusion that your lip is so big it's leaving a shadow that it's curling over. The same idea goes with highlighting here in the Cupid's bow. Okay, and I have really thin lips because with age, your lips tend to thin out. But let's try it. Let me get a little lip. Here, okay. Let's do number one. Let's see what number one looks like. And this, like I said, it's just a really subtle highlight. I could have even used that golden tone. But the same idea with the bottom lip creating the shadow, the illusion of a shadow, the top lip, this will create a highlight which makes your lip look upturned. Right here. And it brings the attention here, and it kind of gives you that upturned look. And I don't know how well this is reading on the camera, but anyway. Not too much. See that? So there's another thing that you could do. What else was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. You can put it on your lipstick, on your lips. So let's scrape some off. And I like this one. I want to see what this one looks like on, because this is number 4. I haven't told you about this one yet. But it's beautiful. You can see it's got an iridescent shade to it as well. I don't know what this will look like. It may not show up very well on top of Ruby Chocolate, but let's see. I guess maybe to show you this, I should not have put the lip gloss on, but I did, so there you go. Gonna scrape. Let's do, actually, you know what I think we should do? I think we should do that real pretty iridescent one and see what that looks like. See that? How pretty is that? I like that too. Okay, so that was number 5. Okay, so now we've used, would you use this one? I don't think we used either of these, but these would go really great on your eyes as well. Yeah. Some people like to do the tip of the nose. I mean, you could. You can. I don't do that, but that's a very, very big YouTube thing. You could put it on the tip of your nose and give yourself that little shiny nose look. Right? But you know how we take blush number 6 and we go down the bridge of the nose and the tops of the cheeks and highlight that way? You could also do that with these highlighters. You could go down the bridge of your nose like this. And then if you wanted, you could, I'm using that golden shade right now. You could also do the exact same thing up here, right? You came down here. So what we're doing is we're trying to illuminate the center of your face. We did the lip here. I'm gonna do it here. Again, it's super subtle. You don't want to be a big, you know, shiny ball, but it's just drawing the attention to certain. Look at my face. Yes. You know the best thing, Veronica, is to just get it and start playing around with it. Because these are all absolutely gorgeous colors. Works for any skin tone, no matter what, how light or dark, doesn't matter. And they're very, very, very pretty. So I hope that that has helped you guys kind of get an idea of how you would use this. But really nice, super sheer, very creamy, very buttery. It works, it plays really well with light, and it works really well on your skin. I mean, they spread. You can't imagine how smooth they are. They're awesome. But again, they're sheer, and it just gives you like a hint of color without like wearing a whole lot of makeup. I haven't tried these solely on my lips with no lipstick on. So that's another thought you could do. But look at my face. I'm all glowy. Isn't that fun? So there you go. How's that? If you guys use these, I would love to know. And if anybody wants more information on these, just contact me. Let me know. I've got my website all up here. Aren't they nice? They're so pretty. And I love it. And I love it because it's like, you know, because it's not solid. It's not opaque. It's just, it's glowy. It's dewy. It gives you this dewy appearance and healthy. It looks healthy. That's what I love about it. So there you go. If y'all have any questions, let me know. But that is the Danessa Highlighter Palette, 88 bucks, super inexpensive. That makes these $11 each. And I don't know when it's going to be available in singles, but right now, this is what you need to get because it's great and it's fun. So there you go. Hope that was helpful. Okay. Yay. Yeah, they're easy to work with. Super easy to work with. Okay, bye y'all. Have a good day.